Today's lesson is about negative numbers. Today's lesson is going to be a very short lesson. It's about operations on negative numbers. So let's look at a number line, right? We have a line like this, and let's say this is 0. This is 0. And so on. Right? This is going to be the negative side: -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and so on. And to the right, we have the positive number. Right? Of course, your number line needs to be to scale, so you need to have equal markings. There need to be equal distances between each line and all of that. And also, knowing how to draw a number line is very important, especially for inequalities, which is a concept we'll discuss when we discuss algebra. Right? We have D, M, A, S. Let's look at addition first. Addition of negative numbers. So let's take let's do positive numbers first. A normal addition. 1 plus 3. So you find 1 on your number line, right? This is point 1. And you move 3 steps to the right. So 1, 2, 3. Right? You move 3 steps to the right. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. So your answer is 4. Let's do another one. Uh, let's take let's take 3 plus 2. So you find 3 and you move 2 spaces to the right. You get 5. Now, this was fairly simple, yes? Now let's look what happens when we take a number -1 plus 5. Now this is also very straightforward. You find -1 on the number line and move 5 steps to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So if you notice, we actually land on 4. So -1 plus 5 is equal to positive 4. Let's look at another example. -2, sorry, change color. -2 plus 3. So you're going to locate -2 and move 3 steps to the right. You get positive 1. So until now, if you've noticed, whenever we have addition, we move to the right. So let's write that here. Addition means you move to the right. Okay. Now let's look at, and this is an addition with a positive number. Okay. Negative, positive or negative, plus or minus. This means positive or negative. Plus or minus x plus y. This is positive. Okay. Means you move to the right. You locate plus or minus x on the number line and you move by steps to the right. Now, when we have a number like this, okay, let's go, actually before that, let's go over some rules, basic rules. When you have plus and a plus, the final symbol is a plus. When you have minus and a plus, final symbol is minus. When you have plus and a minus, the final symbol is minus. When you have minus and a minus, the final symbol is plus. It's a very important thing to note. Coming back to our addition. So let's take number 1. Now 1 plus -1. Now looking at a table, we have plus and followed by minus. The final sign will be minus. So 1 plus minus 1 is the same as 1 minus 1. And 1 minus 1 is, you locate 1 on the number line and you move to one step to the left. So your answer is 0. Okay. Now the reason we are using the number line is because you may be asked to show your answer on the number line. Let's do another sum. 5 plus minus 3 means plus followed by minus, the final symbol will be minus, so 5 minus 3. So we locate 5 and we move 3 steps to the right. 1, 2, 3. So final answer is 2. Now let's look at a negative number plus a negative number. So minus 2 plus minus 3. And we said we have a plus followed by a minus, right? Now, this rule only applies when the symbols face each other. If there's a number in between, they don't apply. This is, of course, when you talk about addition and subtraction, right? When it comes to division and multiplication, the case is different. So minus 2 plus minus 3, plus and minus become minus. So the final is minus 2 minus 3. So you locate minus 2 and you move 3 steps to the left. The final answer is minus 5. Right? So now let's write that here. Plus or minus x plus minus y. You move to the left. Right? Now you may have noticed that when we were plus minus y is the same as minus y. So we can apply the same rule, right? Plus minus x minus y, you move to the left. So now this becomes minus of a positive number. But let's look at another case, right? 4 minus minus 2. So now we look at the table. Minus and 2 minuses make a plus. So 4 minus minus 2 is the same as writing 4 plus 2. So we locate 4. This is 4. And we move 2 steps to the right. So our final answer is 6. Right? Now let's take another example. 1 minus minus 5. So 2 minuses make a plus, so you get 1 plus 5. Locate 1 on the number line, move 5 steps to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our final answer is 6. See, pretty easy, right? Now let's look at minus x minus minus y. So minus 2 minus minus 1. So 2 minuses make a plus. You ignore the minus signs in addition and subtraction if there's a number in between. So minus 2 plus 1. You locate minus 2. Move one step to the right. The answer is minus 1. Very simple. Let's do one last example. We have minus 3 minus minus 4. Okay. So 2 minuses make a plus. You get minus 3 plus 4. So locate minus 3. Move 4 steps to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer is 1. Fairly easy. That is addition and subtraction of negative numbers. Now let's look at addition and subtraction of, division and multiplication of negative numbers. Right. So we have our rules here. This is for addition and subtraction. This is an important rule. Now this applies to division and multiplication as well. However, in division and multiplication, If there are numbers in between these signs, the rule still apply. In addition and subtraction, if there are numbers in between, this rule does not apply, right? So when we consider division and multiplication, after all, division is just multiplication with the reciprocal, right? Divided by x is multiplication with the reciprocal. So when you consider multiplication, 3 times 2. So you take from 0, you move 3 steps forward. This is 3 into 1, and then you move one more, another 3 steps forward. That's 3 into 2. 3 into 1, 3 into 2. So your final answer is 6. This is representing multiplication on the number line. Right. Let's do one final example. 4 into 1. So you start from 0 and you move 4 steps forward. That's 4 into 1, and the answer is 4. Very simple. Now, what happens when we have a negative number in between? So let's look at the first case, 4 times minus 1. So what we can do is ignore the signs. So just do 4 times 1. Locate it on the number line. 4 times 1 will give you 4. Now, next you look at our rules. So our rule here that will apply is plus times minus, right? Because you have plus 4 into minus 1. So plus 4 into minus 1 will be minus, right? Plus into minus is minus. So 4 into 1 is 4. So plus 4 into minus 1 will be minus 4. Let's do another example. Okay. 3 times of minus 2. Right? First you ignore the sign. So 3 into 2. Move 1. 3 steps forward. Another 3 steps forward. Your answer is 6. Right? Now you look at our table. Plus times minus will give you minus. So plus times minus is minus. So and 3 into 2 is 6. So you get minus 6. Simple. Now let's consider the third case. Minus 3 into 2. Right? Again, ignore 3 into 2. Ignore the signs. 3 into 2. You move 3 steps here. 3 steps here. Answer is 6. Minus. Now the table that we'll be considering, the row that we'll be considering is minus times plus. The answer is minus. So we can write this as minus 6. Let's look at another example. Minus 2 into 2. So ignore the signs, you write 2 into 2. Write 2 into 2. So you move 2 steps here, 2 steps here. The answer is 4. So the answer is 4. Let's look at our table. Minus times plus will give you minus, or minus times plus is minus. 2 into 2 is 4, so you get minus 4. Simple. Now comes the tricky bit. When you have minus times minus, the same logic applies, but sometimes people get confused. So let's take the simplest of them all. Minus 1 times minus 1. Right? So 1 times 1 is you start from 0, move 1 time forward. That's 1, 2. Right? Now, so we ignore the sign. We did 1 into 1. We got our answer as 1. Now we look at the table. Minus into minus gives you plus. This is a very important thing you should not forget. So minus, we have a minus. We have another minus here. Another minus here. So minus times minus gives you plus. So plus 1. Let's look at another example to help you understand better. 5 in minus 5 times of minus 1. So we ignore the signs. We write 5 into 1. So we move 5, 1. We move 5 steps forward once. So our answer is 5, of course. And we now look at that table. Minus gives plus. Two minuses. We have two minuses here. So mm, uh, 5 times 1 is 5. Minus minus plus. So answer is positive 5. And that was adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying negative numbers. Of course, division is just multiplying with the reciprocal. So when you have minus x by minus x, you get x, you get 1, sorry, minus x, you get 1 because x by x will give you 1. This is equal to x divided by x is equal to 1. So minus x by minus y, these minuses cancel, so you get x by y. X by y is just, x by y, 3 by 2 is 1.5, 4 by 2 is 2, so on. Right? If you, it's quite easy. Let's just write the rules just so you don't forget. Addition and subtraction is like this. So minus x times minus y. Now this dot represents multiplication. It's very commonly used when you have x as a variable, so you don't get confused between the variable x and x. Although sometimes people write the variable x like this and multiplication like this, so it becomes more confusing. That so yeah, minus x times minus y, and this will give you xy, right? Yeah, minus x times y should give you minus xy. We have x times minus y should again give you minus xy, and you have x times y should give you xy. So that's adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying negative numbers.